Tomorrow night is the UFC Mexico card. We've got Brandon Moreno versus Lone'er Kavanagh. This is an interesting matchup. I'm super hyped for it. Obviously Lone'er Kavanagh being from the UK, but also Brandon Moreno just being an absolute stud. I think we're in for a treat for this one. Originally, it was supposed to be Asbu Ankabayev. I think that's how you pronounce his name, against, obviously, Moreno. He pulled out. Lone'er Kavanagh stepped in. Brandon Moreno being ranked number 6 in the flyweight division, and Lone'er Kavanagh being ranked number 15. It's a huge step up considering that Brandon Moreno, 2-time former champion, the fights he's been in, the guys he's fought, on the top of my back, he fought Davison Figueiredo 4 times, who's considered one of the best ever at bantamweight. Tatsuo Tara, Brandon Royval. There's so many guys who Brandon Moreno has fought, and Lone'er Kavanagh hasn't really fought anyone of name. Maybe Charles Johnson, but obviously he lost. Moreno has only lost to the best guys, really. Moreno's also fought Steve Ercik, Amir Albazi, Kai Kara France. So Brandon Moreno has been around the division for a while. He's at the top 4 of reason. On any given day, he can beat whoever. The Tatsuo Tara fight, especially, was last time out. Moreno lost via TKO. And so did Lone'er Kavanagh by KO. So both guys coming off losses. It's a win. Both of them need a win in this matchup. Who do I think is going to win? Now, obviously, I would like to be biased and I would like to say Lone'er Kavanagh, but I don't think that's the case. I think Brandon Moreno is too experienced, too well-rounded all around. Not saying that Kavanagh is not, but I think, Moreno's just got that experience. He's been in there with the best. He's done it all. He's been champion. He's been interim champion. He has done it all. And that takes time in the sport. So obviously, Lone'er Kavanagh definitely needs that time. I don't blame him for taking this, because if he can beat Brandon Moreno, then he skyrockets too near to that top 5, where you've got obviously like Horiguchi, Brandon Royval, Manel Kopp, Alexander Pantoja, and obviously Joshua Van being the champion. So it definitely kicks off something, and especially with Tatsuo Tara and Joshua Van fighting later this year, or I think it's in a couple of months, to be fair. I don't think it's actually as long as I made it out to be. But yeah, those guys are fighting. So the division is rolling. I like it. But I would definitely like to see Kavanagh beat Brandon Moreno, so then we start getting newer guys. Horiguchi's back. Manel Kopp's now at the top of the division. Tatsuo Tara is now at the top of the division. Joshua Van obviously being the champion. So we're kind of seeing these older guys in the fact of Pantoja, Brandon Moreno, and all that slowly start to drop. To be fair, Pantoja is not dropping. I think we all know that was a freak accident, what happened against Joshua Van. Obviously, Joshua Van getting that title. I think Pantoja will be back, but Pantoja's also getting on. He is definitely an older guy, and we'll have to see where that goes. We'll have to see with that. But, who do I think is going to win? Yeah, I think Brandon Moreno will take the win on this one. Too well-rounded, very durable, probably won't get finished. Even the Tatsuo Tara loss, you could argue, was it a short notice win? Not short notice. Was it like an early stoppage? Did Tatsuo Tara do enough to get the stoppage? Because Brandon Moreno stepped up straight away after getting TKO'd by ground and pound and was going like, what? I'm fine. So we'll have to see with that. But that's my thoughts on UFC Moreno versus Kavanagh. Let me know your guys' opinions in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment, all that business, and enjoy tomorrow night.